listen, there's a lot of outlets to get a mortgage. There are mortgage bankers, there are mortgage brokers, there's your brick and mortar shops, the cities, the Chases, the Wells, the names that everyone knows. And obviously, we are a mortgage brokerage. And what makes that different than, say, someone else? I mean, listen, Quintessential Mortgage, how many people know our name? We have a nice following. People who are our clients, once you know us, you know our reputation, you love us, but listen, we're not a household name, not yet. So you want word of mouth, you want to know who are you working with, and what kind of experiences the people have that you are working with. Well, first of all, let's make that real easy, which is number one, the mortgage industry changed dramatically after the subprime crisis, and licensing restrictions went into place for every single loan officer. And that, by the way, is one of the things that makes me better, or where you go, you can get better service than, let's say, somewhere else, which is this. Mortgage licensing is now a requirement. You must be licensed to be a mortgage loan originator. There is continued education that we must do each year, and that was not always the case. It is now, and what it really has done is weed out a lot of people who did not belong in this business, and that's a good thing, because there was a point where virtually anyone with a pulse was getting involved in mortgages, and this is too important. It's too big of a financial transaction, and you really have to have people who are professionals and who know what they're doing. Otherwise, you are going to get people taken advantage of. So we've got a licensing restriction now, and when that went into place, it did weed out a lot of people. People who just simply, honestly couldn't pass the test. And frankly, if you can't pass the test, do you really belong in this industry? No. However, and here's a big difference, which is we are a mortgage brokerage that is state licensed, as opposed to, say, a federally chartered bank like a City and Wells. And those banks have loopholes into this licensing requirement that I'm talking about. And that's the irony of it, which is everyone who couldn't pass the test, anyone who couldn't hack it, really going through the mortgage licensing process, went to go work at a federally chartered bank. Why? Because there you don't need to be licensed.